Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jimmy Nelson is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Chris Bryant heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 17.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. He's without a single home run over the last 10 ball games. Look to put an end to that power drought in this one.
Jason Hayward will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Very weakly on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Kyle Schwarber gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. John Lackey will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Jonathan Villar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Lackey looks in. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Rizzo was there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Scooter Gennett will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
In the air toward deep right field. Back goes Hayward. He'll take the turn and head for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Jonathan Lucroy is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Chris Carter will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Push softly over toward the right side. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park. The Brewers lead it 1-0. We'll lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Addison Russell will stride in. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Here's Javier Baez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 3 homers and 5 driven in. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Miguel Montero waits on deck. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Santana has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. The throw home. And they get the double play at third. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Domingo Santana will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Kirk Neuenheis.
Settling in now, Kirk Neuenheis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lackey comes set. Here's the first pitch. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Schwarber looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you've made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Batting 9th, pitcher Jimmy Nelson.
The pitcher, Jimmy Nelson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put 1 down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Jonathan Villar comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And that's a right spot to be against a lineup like this. You keep that fastball out of the middle of the zone, you'll be all right.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Smoke toward third. There's Baez on to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. John Lackey set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
2 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Three and 0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Full count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Scooter Gennett digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Lackey gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber moves over. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The catcher, number 20.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And he falls behind. 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped at the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Leading off the Schwarber as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Neuenhuis giving chase. One down.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fouled back. The 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Chris Carter is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Stepping in, Domingo Santana. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard to short. Barehanded for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Center fielder,
You know, that's just unlucky right there. I mean, this ball is hit right on the screws, but it's definitely an atom ball. And once you field this, it becomes about as easy a double play as you're ever going to find.
Stepping in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Brewers go down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Addison Russell heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, not only are these guys not getting on base, they're not even getting off any good swings. That's the swing of a guy who's really out to sea right there.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Javier Baez in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. From the stretch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
And that pitch is way down in the zone, too. Usually a good location to run on. But he does a great job of getting rid of it quickly behind the plate, and he puts the throw right on the money.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. VR takes it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They still trail 1-0. Comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Aaron Hill.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Hit hard to the right side.
Nope, that's
foul. Just a touch outside. 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward over to his left. He's got it one away.
The pitcher, number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
Into the box, Jimmy Nelson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Lackey steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 0-2 delivery. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Hayward. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Jonathan VR will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on. Late square, and this is popped up. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Man, he got flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Scooter Gennett steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Definitely a steal situation here. You know, when your leadoff guy gets on with 2 outs, I'd expect to see him go within the first few pitches.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they're on top 1-0. John Lackey will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
1 out, nobody on. Two and 1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count now. 3-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Carter scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, his guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Jason Hayward will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. It's the Brewers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. Lackey's ready. Here it comes. In there, strike one. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Hayward on the move. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Braun's around first, looking for second now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
First baseman number 33.
Chris Carter will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Cut fastball taken for strike one. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Domingo Santana steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Drilled to first. To second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Kyle Schwarber will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Anthony Rizzo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Hit slowly back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ben Zobrist. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
A 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at Scooter. He goes to first. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he is in there.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Blaine Boyer is going to have his work cut out for him here. Addison Russell will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
tap foul at home plate. Second and third here, one man out. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1-2, here it comes. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
There is so much emotion in this situation. When you've got a 2-run lead, but you've got guys on base that can tie the score, you've got to do something big. He came up with the big strikeout right there, and now everybody's fired up.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nice work that time from the Milwaukee bullpen. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Kirk Neuenhuis will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Taken high and deep to right. Hayward looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
So here's Aaron Hill.
Third baseman, Aaron.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And now as this game goes along, you have to wonder whether or not this will be his last inning of work. He's due to bat second when their turn comes around.
Ramon Flores will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 61, Ramon Flores.
And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter number 5, shortstop.
Ready now, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
I tell you, when it's done right, it looks so easy. I mean, this ball is put down almost equidistant from all three guys that had a shot at this. Perfectly done.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Snap throw from the catcher.
0-1's the count.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Oh, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
2 out here and a runner at second. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Stolen base number 13 on the year. Swing and a shot to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Jeremy Jeffress will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, and they'll need him to get something going here. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Outside, 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
A rare 3-0 curveball drops in, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our two starters to this point in the contest. Dexter Fowler will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24. Dexter.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, center fielder, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out the walk, but then he got a little impatient trying to steal second base. And they throw him out pretty easily there on the first pitch.
Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Maybe that's a break they needed to get back into this ballgame. No question, they need base runners at this late stage, so they'll take any help they can get.
Jason Hayward will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still down 3-0. Pedro's on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Ryan Braun gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two and 0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
The 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hit sharply toward the right side. Hayward is there, 1 away.
The catcher, number
A couple of good
1.
pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jonathan Lucroy steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Up and in for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Tapped out in front of home. Montero gonna have to hurry. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's Chris Carter now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 13, Will Smith.
kicking off the top of the ninth, Kyle Schwarber, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Here it comes, 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Anthony Rizzo is on deck. 3-2 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. And now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Nobody out, runner on first. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. A strike, and it's 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
And with that tying run on deck, he should get something good to hit right here, 3-1. If it's me, I'm looking for a fastball middle in.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Ben Zobrist steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Santana has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Here's Addison Russell. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
The batter.
We'll get a look at this dance number again in show motion. And you'll see this catch him right on the cleat, maybe even the big toe. If you're going to get hit, that's not a bad one to take.
Jorge Soler will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Jorge Soler.
Here's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
And even though they've been out hit by 5 so far, this is still just a 3-0 game. So they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Miguel Montero. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Well, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. David Ross will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Still 2-2. One strike from the shutout. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 3-0. Good night from Milwaukee.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers. 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Miller Park, 42,200. The Brewers thank you for attending tonight's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.